10 Ways to Work as an American Expat in Asia. As the new year gets underway, most of us contemplate our careers, where we are, where we wish to go, and also just how we are going to get there. That's specifically what I did 4 years ago. I was working as an accounting professional in Melbourne and not especially appreciating it, and I desired a modification. New job. New firm. New industry. With numerous significant changes, why not a brand new nation as well? I wanted something various from the typical Western societies like the USA or UK and found myself working for an Australian company in the Philippines. I loaded my life right into a 12 kilograms knapsack and acquired a one-way ticket, and also uncovered a way of life, area, a gratifying profession, and a newfound perspective on life. Living abroad for virtually 4 years, I have met hundreds of various other expats all over Asia. It can be discouraging to pack up your life and also ship out for the unknown. Right here are 10 different methods I have actually seen individuals, including myself at various factors in my career, efficiently live as well as work in Asia. 1. Inter-firm transfer. This is the most usual way for company employees to find themselves working abroad. It is extremely typical for a senior manager or executive of an international to be sent to a brand new location, either on secondment or to run a place as a country manager. Usually, extra junior transfers or secondments are between Australia to USA or UK, yet can possibly be to Singapore or Hong Kong. Some vast companies have an expression of passion programs to assist workers in moving to abroad branches. For some sectors, like resorts, it is very typical. When considering a business to work for, check out their worldwide presence. Some business markets to numerous markets, however, all their business HQ, as well as standard solutions, are centralized. 2. AIESEC. AIESEC is a young people-run organization for those looking to volunteer or intern abroad. Many do 4 to 8 week volunteer positionings with NGOs, charities, or social business. They do have expert teaching fellowships, global internship program (GIPs) all over the world, consisting of lots in Asia, with many leading firms. AIESEC offers you an instant network with the local committee in your selected destination that gets you. This is how I began my journey, doing a 6-month paid teaching fellowship, which led me to be taken in right into the company as well as working there for 2 years. After that, I transferred as a straight hire to a different business, via a mix of networking and also a straight application, where I have worked for the last 18 months. 3. Apply straight. Depending upon the nation, some areas of Asia are much more willing than others to hire immigrants, merely by making a straight application with the typical on the internetwork process. Take into consideration the regional salaries in the country you are applying to. Undergoing other networks can allow you to take advantage of a much different price than what a local would make, and with various other additions such as housing, allowances, or free trips home annually. You exist in an undefined niche market, so exactly how well you negotiate is essential. 4. Network. Many understand too late simply precisely how essential this is. Attempt to connect to the neighborhood deportee scene and work from there. There are international chambers of commerce in all significant cities, deportee sporting activities teams, plus expat food and drink venues. LinkedIn is also a found diamond as well as allows you to reach out directly with a targeted search, such as searching by the University of Melbourne graduates situated where you wish to work. I have spoken with loads as well as loads of people in person and also essentially about working abroad, as well as am constantly happy to talk with those considering their alternatives. Lots of have success networking straight with executives or country supervisors, less complicated than you think, even as a young specialist when you share an expat bond. 5. English educator. This is a trendy choice, specifically in Japan, Taiwan, Korea, China and Vietnam. Demands vary significantly. However, numerous simply need a bachelor's degree and possibly a short English course, if you are an indigenous English speaker. It might not be what you want to do long term, yet in the short term, it can be quite lucrative, supplying flights, holiday accommodation, work permits, and a very sensible income contrasted to the expense of living. In some nations, working in the corporate world requires you to speak the local language, so teaching English may be among the only types of jobs you can do. It can be a stepping rock right into a neighborhood and broader geography, enabling you to stay in the location and also leverage your next chance. 6. Employment company. Lots of employers will certainly not offer the marketplace of deportees aiming to work in Asia, yet if you have a specialized ability, this will often be an option. Others might be able to assist in the position you as a regional hire, or be able to highlight chances details for expats. Expats operating in employment in your picked nation are lovely to speak to. They can help you make necessary connections and intros and also have actually been via the trip themselves, so you will have a high degree of empathy for your situation. 7. Neighborhood consulting. Starting as an expert needs little except knowing beneficial details as well as being able to find a market of people that agree to pay for you to address their problems. Numerous deportees work as sole proprietors, doing anything from sales training, cross-cultural training, IT speaking with procedure improvement, advertising strategy, digital CFO, or various other solutions. This reduces the obstacle to the entrance, as you do not need to find somebody who needs a full-time role, task by the job, someone that has an issue they need to be solved severely enough that they are willing to pay you to resolve it. 8. Remote freelance. Often you can take your current work with you when you leave for abroad. Numerous understanding workers, particularly in even more progressive tech-smart companies, enable personnel to work from home or have a dispersed workforce where there is no one central office to report into. If this is the case, you can work out a setup to maintain taking a trip and also a job remotely for your firm. Or probably you can discuss to function as a part-time freelancer at your present task. If you do it right, living abroad is substantially less costly than being a visitor abroad. 9. Start a company. While services have a relatively high failing price also in residence nations, there is the possibility to start your very own organization abroad. Some countries encourage foreign financial investment and also give incentives and favoritism to those beginning their very own company, bringing financial investment, money, and jobs into the country. Others have a lot of limitations as well as regulations against what types of services foreigners can run. You require to go in with your eyes open and also talk with several expat entrepreneurs on the ground prior to beginning, preferably in your target market. Consulting or freelancing is a much reduced cost and also a reduced threat method of starting your very own business. 10. NGO volunteer. If you intend to load your bags, go abroad, as well as additionally make a distinction, there are several organizations searching for volunteers to aid a number of causes. This typically needs you to have a bit even more cash saved up, as lots of will require you to cover your own expenses. Some will certainly use your food and also board, yet it likely will not be lavish. If you desire an adventure, however, as well as a fascinating life as opposed to a comfy life, you can surely get it. Whatever your route, the door is open to take advantage of new markets and opportunities in climbing Asia, understand a brand new society, stretch your comfort area beyond what you ever pictured, and also end up being a global person. The only thing holding you back is your very own ideas of what is possible. I desired something various from the regular Western cultures like the USA or UK and located myself functioning for an Australian firm in the Philippines. When thinking about firms to work for, look at their international existence. Attempt to link to the local deportee scene and work from there. Several understanding workers, specifically in more progressive technology-savvy organizations, permit staff to work from residence or have a dispersed workforce where there is no one main office to report into. If this is the situation, you can function out an arrangement to maintain taking a trip and work remotely for your company.